Hello, tier tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play X Division Xenonauts with me, BlueAnkylo. Last episode, I forget exactly what happened. It was a different stream. Today's a new day. It's a new stream. And I think I did one of these mediums, and we decided we were going to start skipping them out. So it's probably like B team did a medium. Probably last mission. So today, we've got one more medium, two more mediums, and then hopefully a large. Tier 2 burrs. Yeah, that's it. Robert figured it out. How long? I use that every so often. Most series have a way I can throw in a 2, the number 2, into the intro. Episode 22 burrs. It's so bad. Anyway, so what I've decided is like for these kinds of missions, we're gonna do them off camera, just like in tier 1 or phase 1, where things got a little bit easy. So I haven't really changed a whole lot of gear. For the most part, I'm just trusting previous Ankylo to have kept people mostly solid equipped, and just make sure rockets are equipped, stuff like that. I am in the process of building more grenades, and we're keeping the engineers busy, of course. We're trying to get some more plasma weapons, and soon we should start seeing Mark III weapons. So that's kind of the plan. But for the future tubers, we're going to go do this off camera. Alright, so speaking of data hacks, data hack 4 complete. Hey, Plasma Rifle Mark III, that sounds good. It is kind of random which one you get, so there's no guarantee that any specific data hack will give you the weapons you want. But Mark III rifles, probably better than Mark III pistols. I'm not sure if this guy's ever going to go over land. Alright, so yeah, now I'm actually more incentivized in building these Plasma Rifle Mark IIs, because we can get them fully upgraded. Alright, but for now, we have ourselves a mission. Just like back in Phase 1, my rule will be the live chat will keep me honest, and I will show the future tubers the beginning and the end, and give a small recap. Unless something crazy happens in the middle of it, in which case we'll start recording again at that point. But I think small and medium UFOs, we should be able to blitz through without too much hassle off camera. Just to save some video recording time more than anything. But I'd like to show you guys what type of aliens we're up against. And honestly, this intro is usually the most dangerous maneuver. So, if we get into a lot of trouble right here, it's nice to know right now. But we're not seeing a whole lot right at the beginning. Only one shield guy. We do have sort of scouts, technically. Okay, it's going to be an Andron mission. So we can probably fly up relatively safely. Not that there's a lot of cover to see over, but yeah. Okay, so Robodog, not a lot of Androns right around us, so for now, probably for the first turn, we'll just kind of take positions nearby. Prepare for a Robodog, and I'm sure there will be Androns coming in at us pretty soon, so. Good mission for shock weapons. So if you've got a shock weapon, you should probably think about using it. Right, you can equip that. My laser sniper might not be the most useful. This will be another one where I'll try to remind the future tubers. If I have tested out the antimatter sniper a little bit more against, enemies with high defense, I might be able to say if it's good or bad. So that's something I'd like to test out a little bit more. Antimatter minigun, I'm pretty sure will work well. And we'll just kind of keep the power armor guys up front, because they've got the most armor. Other than maybe shield guys. And, yeah, we'll just make sure we don't die on turn 1 here. And, then we will cut the video. But it's only a medium UFO. There's usually not too much threat. Alright, future tubers. We're off to a real slow start. I'll see you guys at the end of the mission. Welcome back, future tubers. Mission success! Barely any injuries. That's pretty good. Duke took a shot as he opened one of the doors from the side. That's why he took the damage. Everyone else was fine. Honestly, not a very scary looking mission. Hey there, Demetrius. So another medium UFO done, 23 Androns down. You know, standard stuff. Everyone gets a little bit of training. Duke actually got quite a lot of training. Hey there, Boris. Have the devs ever discussed how chance to hit percents are pretty BS? I haven't heard about it. I have definitely noticed that the displayed hit percents are not always particularly accurate. It's more of a suggestion rather than a rule. Anyway, good little mission there. I guess we'll need to send another squad out pretty quick, though. For now... Oh, you know what? We're a little bit low on money, I realize, as we're building stuff like crazy. There's no reason we need to disassemble every single UFO. These strike corvettes, we can certainly just sell them. That's no big deal. I must have had a previous one queued up, right? Well, no, maybe not. Good job, B team. You just did 2 medium missions. You got us some gear, you got some stats, and you got us $600,000. $600,000 for a couple days' work, not bad. All right, so it'll be C team next. Another medium that won't be hopefully that bad. We can probably launch them pretty soon. Make sure they're ready. I see no reason not to send them. I am building a different weapon for, you know, our 3rd power armor, but I don't think it's ready yet, or it won't be ready for a little while. It's feature. Well, how would you know in a real world scenario exactly what your percent to hit was, right? It's just a suggestion. Like, you might have a soldier say, I've got a 100% shot to hit that. And then they miss. We don't really have any other heavy weapons here, I don't think. Alright. One of these days we'll have something besides an antimatter cannon. But everyone else should be good to go here. We have not built better axes yet. We do not have... Whoa, we've got better smoke grenades. Okay, hold on. Let's make sure everyone's got the upgraded smoke grenades. These will make a small difference in a pinch. Nothing to stress out a whole lot, but you know, it's nice. I'd rather have the good grenades. Apparently, I just missed one person, so that's fine. Alright. C team gets a mission. 3.4 hours. We might have to hold them back a little bit. We'll see. This is really annoying. We're gonna not do this mission because they're wasting too much time here bombing. Sometimes the UFOs just seem to refuse to go over land. So we're not gonna actually get a large mission the way I wanted for that one. We'll just take the shot down before they cause too much damage down here. And just leave it at that. I know we need more missions for more materials, but you know, we'll skip that one. Also, more data hacks. And more data hacks. So for the Seisons, we got precision plasma, caster cannon, and for the civilians, we got the mag minigun. Okay. We got a good selection of Mark III upgrades. I'd say the mag minigun's probably worth upgrading to, because we do have a couple of those. And I'm probably going to want the precision plasma as well. The plasma cannon failed me and was super expensive. Although, I will research it. And then the caster, I'm not super impressed with either. But I think sniper plasma will be better. I was hoping we'd get... well, we got the plasma rifle. We didn't get the mag rifle that I was hoping we'd also get. But, you know, we got what we get. We got to capture some more aliens to get all the good stuff. Once we've seen the Mark III mag minigun, I'll decide if I want to build more of them. They may be the best miniguns of the tier, but it depends on how they compete against like the antimatter and all that. Okay, so we've got ourselves another medium UFO with a C team this time. For the future tubers, let's have a little look around. See what we're up against in the desert. Looks like some Seisons. Oh, well that's a little bit interesting. So we'll want to throw some smoke in front of us. We're really close to the UFO this time around. So it's going to be a quick mission. We'll either win quickly or lose quickly. We're not going to lose. Let's see here. This is actually the kind of turn where having the rapid-fire minigun might not be a bad idea. I should have crouched first. I'm still not hugely impressed with the antimatter cannon. I just never seem to have a good time to use it. Let's see. A rocket would also be fine at this point. I guess as long as we suppress them or something. Yeah, there's less to worry about. Now, one thing I'd like to do here is just see if there's anything that we miss with our tank. Before we overcommit. Okay. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of cover between us and the UFO, which means pretty sure I'll just be relying on a couple smoke grenades. We'll move our miniguns up a little bit. Might as well take the shot. Yeah, unfortunately not very good accuracy. He's probably got a shield. So then what we'll do... Aren't you guys glad I equipped all that improved smoke grenades, right? Keeps my dude safe. And then mostly just want to make sure I've got enough forces so that next turn we can push through the cloud and sort of get in there and start... Well, what do we want to do next turn? At least get to good cover, or start smoke bombing, some sort of gas grenade bombing the front door. So I think we're actually going to be moving up pretty aggressively. I'll put the sniper... I love these rocks for cover. It's so amazing between all the cactuses and some basic rocks. Having more power armor up front is probably not a bad idea. Alright, so future tubers. We're gonna see what the end turn is. And assuming nobody dies and I can sort of plan out my next turn. The slow part of this mission will be clearing the rest of the map that's not in front of the UFO. But if we don't take any significant damage right here, and we didn't, again, because there's probably not that many aliens on the map. You know, it's probably... Oh, look, you know, they try these little things like this. They're no match for us. They try these little tricks. And, like, we know there's somebody up to the upper right. Another Sizen of some sort. But we should be able to just move right up on top of these guys. I don't see any real point in capturing him, but... Oh, not enough time units. Let's see. How do I want to deal with this? $47. That's enough. A little bit quiet. The music's quite nice. Oh, I had my first OC remix track that was copyright claimed, basically. By the cheating... musicians guild or whatever that didn't actually have any correct claim to the music, but they made their own piano mix that had a similar sound and figured, oh, because it's similar, I can copyright like other artists' music. So you can sort of see what we'll be doing here for a couple turns. I was sort of planning on ending the episode or stopping the recording, but this is maybe a little bit of an interesting kind of trick here. Oh, look. I guess this might be interesting enough to watch for another turn. I'm mostly just trying to cut out the boring stuff more than anything. Oh, yeah, okay. 100 damage. Antimatter, not bad. It would have been easier if my tank had been on the front and could move up right away. Now, we can do some cool tricks, like, let's put our flyers up on the mountain, right? Because you can shoot from up here. It's not very safe. But, like, if we really wanted me to kill this guy... 349 damage. Ouch. There's just a crater where that guy was. See you later, Tim. Oh, now it's super loud. Happens every time. So can I kill this last little punk? I think we'll have Dimitri suppress the door. Honestly, I don't feel like I'm in a whole lot of danger right now. I'm just trying to play smart is all. Oh, the wraiths are actually quite weak to chemical, we learned at some point. When we did one of the Vivisections. So, although he's in pretty good cover, this should deal with him. He didn't even resist the first hit, so the acid should kill him on his turn, I think. Well, I was planning on throwing some more smoke down. Apparently I used all my actions. Let's see if this costs me anything. Because that's everybody. And we didn't necessarily even deal with those two guys very well. He did not... Wow! Alright, this didn't work. C-Team, failing me. Alright, neither grenade actually succeeded. I think Big Muhammad might actually be dead. He's bleeding from 6 wounds. He only took 1 shot. Okay, well things have taken a turn for the worst. Here I was thinking we were fine. We were not fine. I should have used the med pack on this guy first. Let's borrow this med pack. Alright. So, backup strats. Bullets. More DACA. Did nothing. Okay. Kind of starting to lean away from the antimatter sniper rifle because it can only fire 2 shots. Kind of annoying. No, there's no deaths yet. Nobody has died as of this second. Is this super dangerous? Maybe. But it's for science. Not very effective. I kind of like my laser sniper more than the antimatter sniper. 16 shots is really quite nice. Well, we better make sure that, well, someone's gonna have to kill that guy. So... we have some problems. We've got more than one problem. One problem is there's probably Xenomorphs coming this turn. So we really need to light this area on fire. I mean, it did what it needed to do. Who else has any time units? We've got aliens in the doorway, Wraith on a mountaintop, suppressed Sizen that won't go to sleep. This was supposed to be an off-camera easy mission. Should have known C-Team couldn't cut it. Honestly, yeah, this is just a really bad starting layout. Starting right next to the UFO is just a terrible, terrible mission. We've got Dimitri and Sotraz. Alright, Sotraz. There's another Sizen over there. That's great. Don't worry about it. No time for that. It's time for Axel Clock. Basically, there's just no way that we could have gotten anyone in cover from that Wraith. Now, it doesn't leave... Like, to be fair, this does not leave King Sotraz in a great spot. I think the tank is going to have to handle this one Sizen over here. Or at least keep it... I mean, I know where it is. I just... probably didn't hit it. Hopefully it doesn't have a lightning weapon, but hopefully it'll shoot at the tank, and that'll be fine. Alright. So we got them down to one suppressed Sizen, one Sizen not dealt with, and however many Xenomorphs are coming out. Okay, okay. It's not great. Let's see how badly these guys are hurt. Can we? So Dave's at full health. He's just snoozing. Big Muhammad is hurt real bad. Real bad. That one shot he took nearly killed him. From full health. Apparently there was another Wraith in there that we didn't deal with. Come on, blow up. Good. Blow up. Everybody in there blow up. Blow up. Blow up. Good. You blow up as well. Stupid Xenomorphs. We were supposed to capture these guys, you know. We have a plan to get more chitin, but honestly, that was an amazing fire grenade, and Big Muhammad is, well, rightfully running in fear, I suppose. In this situation, I understand. Alright. There must be... Oh, it's this guy. I just never killed him. Right. We just never killed him. Dimitri. Turn him into mush. I forgot about that guy. I figured, you know, remember when I said these guys are weak to acid? He was standing in acid for 2 turns and didn't die. So we might have to readjust that, that note. Alright, tank. I actually shot at the wrong one. Well, he might have moved. I guess it's not Cat Tankilo or anything. Yeah, you're not gonna get that far. Oh, probably not from here either. That would have been pretty sweet, though. This one's kind of a boring Super Mario Brothers song. We'll just skip ahead. Get our blood pumping here a little bit more. Seeing as things are going a little bad. Alright, pick these guns up, Dave. We did just kill a ton of Xenomorphs. Unfortunately, all these grenades are just a real hassle. Furiously picking up grenades. We'll just leave that, it's fine. Okay. So there was somebody inside shooting outwards, I think. No smoke grenades. No smoke grenades. There's a smoke grenade. Alright, just throw a smoke grenade down over here. Oh, we still haven't killed... How is he still alive? That was another mistake. There's been a few mistakes made. He just refuses to go down. Some of these aliens, they don't obey the laws of grenading. Alright, Muhammad will maybe survive. We've got things a little bit better under control. Seeing as chemical grenades have worked so effectively today, let's try again. YouTube kicked you off. Well, we all know how YouTube is. Okay. I think this guy finally fell asleep. And this guy's running away. Okay, come on, antimatter. Right, he's probably got his shield. And this does nothing to... not very much damage to shields. What a cheater. You know, we never even checked this corner. Alright. Muhammad survived. Let's get him his shield back, and maybe won't use him too much more this mission. We'll see. I can't see that he would think this would get him down, right? He'd still want to get in there. This didn't stop his father, his grandpa, or his great-grandpa. He could go in there again. Hey there, dirigible. Alright. Are we in control? What's going on here? This guy hasn't really done a whole lot to us. I know these stun grenades have been super effective so far, but one of these days... that will work. Alright. I think next turn we'll be fully back in action. My BlueAnkylo con. I'm BlueAnkylo conning everyone right now. What did you think? You need a special day to do a BlueAnkylo con? Alright, see, it worked for once! Excellent. See, future tubers, it really was an easy mission disguised as a hard mission. We just didn't get a good load. We didn't get a good start. You know, we'll clear out all the dark spots, but I'm pretty sure we're done on the outside. Unless there's an alien right there. But yeah, there wasn't actually that many aliens outside. We just, we got in a bad spot. Maybe if I was to redo this, instead of rushing forward like I thought I could handle, we almost handled it. Maybe instead we would have backed up and kind of made a position back here instead and let a couple of them come out first. Okay, everyone got their gear equipped and armed up and ready to go. Okay. Now we're not really in a great position to you know, move inside. No. So we're gonna let some let some of this gas die down. That's all. And I think I'm just gonna let Big Muhammad sit this one out. He's had enough for one day. Oh yeah, I don't know about this cannon thing. In close quarters, seems kind of dangerous. Alright. And then we'll bring these guys back. Could rent the entire living Shangri-La. It's all part of the Ankylo Con. No holds bar for you guys. Okay. I thought this music was like gonna be, this is the end, you're all dead. But no, it looks like we're fine. Let's just let the smoke clear. A lot of acid from the xenomorphs and stuff, so rushing through there would hurt. This music's too mellow. Oh, that was an operator. We don't really need any Corvette operators, I don't think, but actually that might have been a not an operator. That might have been a Scion. Well, we blew everything up in here pretty effectively. A lot of destroyed alien corpses. Alright, let's prepare for next turn to get in there. With whoever is still healthy, anyway. You heard Cat Ankylo went to Harvard? Of course! It's a very respected Cat Ankylo. Knows all sorts of cool things. Oh yeah, we got these I got this shock charge we're supposed to use. We could use that maybe on the second door if we can get that far. Also, shotguns should work well on Seisons. We call them dragon boats out here. Dragon boat racing. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Alright, that's a Scion. That's an invisible guard we somehow missed. Alright, Dimitri. Turn him into mush. Turns out, point blank, antimatter still beats shields. And I'm pretty sure a triple pack of carbine to the face takes out Seisons. Alright. That's always very satisfying. Alright, so I'm thinking shock charge, maybe. What I'll do is, because carbines are so useful for clearing stuff out, we'll have someone else throw it. Someone who doesn't have as good of a close quarters weapon. I guess we'll just hold on to some weapon. Okay. So we're gonna have Epsilon toss this in here next turn. A special room for the Ankylas. We probably want it to blow up next turn. That's a ridiculously... Look at the size of the explosion. I sure hope it works. I've been told this is real good at capturing aliens. 162%. Well, they still take reaction fire even when I just throw a thing in there. It's not very nice. Alright, you get out of there, Epsilon. So normally I would just charge in there and kill them all. As you do. Instead, we're going to trust in the EMP charge and we're going to stay away. I sure hope this works. There's blue goo all over the place. Well, I mean, I don't know how many of them got captured or killed, but I guess you can't argue with the results. Alright, maybe we'll have to build a couple more of those. that might have just one-shot all of the Seisons that were in there. I mean, I don't know. They may have died rather than got captured. It's hard to say. We did capture a pilot and a weapons officer and a chieftain and 3 soldiers. Now, I think I captured 1 or 2 of them outside, so... Still, it seems likely that we captured everything that was in the bridge, so... I would say that that might work. Might be better than I thought. Well, not bad. We had a bit of a surprise there, so we ended up recording the whole episode, but not too bad. So how much does it cost to build those things? Is it worth the price of admission? 3 alenium, or 3 alloys, 2 alenium. It ends the mission when activated? Well, that'd be pretty cool too. Still, that was pretty fun. I think I'm gonna want to try some more of those one way or the other. Definitely good to think of them as a bit more of a expensive grenade than other weapons. And I really only built the 1, so if we want more, we'll have to build more. Shock charge, is that the name of the thing? Yeah, so I have some more on the way. I've already queued up a couple more. Shock charge times 2. Let's replace the one we used over here. It seemed alright. Yeah, I'm okay with that. We'll build a couple more. Okay. We'll test that out a couple more times. I have a feeling that might be our new oh! You know what we could do on all those large UFO bridges that keep crushing us? If we have 2 shock charges on the mission, we could throw in 1 on each side. If that just wipes out the entire bridge, like against Androns, it would definitely kill them all, I think. And it seems to work pretty good on bio. This might be a new strategy. Yeah, I think that's got some promise. I'm gonna sell off this extra Corvette. We just made like $1 million from selling off of three mediums that we did do. And theoretically, there should be some like stun grenades here. A couple. Okay, well, let's get a little bit of time pass before we cut the episode, I suppose. We are also in the process of building awesome new buildings, the Quantum Cryptology Center. That's why we're kind of low on money. Plasma Rifle Mark II. Let's get these grenades before we run out. Alright, Mark III Plasma Rifle. Is it worth it? It's probably worth it. We'll want to look at those. I'm kind of annoyed that we unlocked both of the pistols before the other stuff. My next priority was actually, like, I kind of want to get some of these Vivisections out of the way. I think they give us more damage against their species, and they're also fairly easy to do. So our new weapon we just researched. Our first Mark III plasma weapon is a plasma rifle. So we're looking at 110 damage per shot instead of 90. It's got 3 more range, which is pretty good. 14 to 17 is not a big, that's a big difference. Ammo capacity 12, ammo capacity 16, so 50% more ammo, 3 more range, 20 more damage. 45, 35. Same time unit accuracy. So it's not as accurate as like a laser rifle. So again, I think I've said this more than once, but plasma weapons seem to be specifically for soldiers that have pretty good stats, enough strength and accuracy to sort of handle them, but they do a lot more damage per hit if you can connect. So as long as you're, you know, relatively accurate, this is doing a ton of damage. So that's that's something we're going to want to do. Let's see how expensive they are. Not even that expensive. Only 2 energy cores to upgrade. Sign me up. Let's get at least 2 for everybody. I think that's a fine upgrade for most of our laser troops. We must have had 1 equipped in this one, so hold on a second. We'll be able to do 2. We just have to unequip it. Or I only ever built 1. Well, that'll teach me. B team, why don't you have 2 plasma rifles? What's going on over here? We'll replace... Oh! It's because they're in the process of building them for the first time. Never mind. Sorry, B team. I was getting on your case for nothing. I think C team has 1 equipped, though. Because we had 1 on the last mission. There you go. Alright, we'll get those upgraded. Dementia's getting pretty expensive. Just leaving weapons behind. Oops. Alright, so B team... got a lot of things to build. I kind of want to make sure we don't run out of grenades, but... We're gonna keep these engineers real busy for a while. Oh yeah, precision plasma. So, this is another thing I want to get queued up pretty quick. Maybe also mag miniguns. There's a few things here that are kind of interesting. Let's just split up our researchers. 40 each seems fine, honestly. So, 2 new weapons. Plasma sniper. It's so much blue. Turn the music down a little bit here while we talk. So, precision plasma, 220 damage, 23 range, ignores a bit of armor, only 6 ammo, max accuracy 110. I think it's going to be a pretty good upgrade over the laser sniper. You know, we're doing more than double damage. We're losing some range and a little bit of accuracy, but not too much accuracy. And we're losing a lot of ammo capacity, but, you know, 85 plus 32, even if you add those together, it's still a long way down from 220 damage, plus 10 even. But then the question would be, do I want precision plasmas or do I want antimatters? And I think 80 base damage, generally ignoring armor, all armor. More accurate, a little bit more range than the plasma, but only 2 shots. The 2 shots is actually it's a fair hit to your damage per second, or, you know, damage per turn, because you're always reloading. I don't know. I'm pretty sure the antimatter sniper will be better against Androns. Probably. But I think the plasma sniper will do more damage to Sizens, especially Sizens with shields. Like, this is not destroying Sizen's shields really at all. The plasma will almost one-shot a shield. And the plasma should be better against civilians because they've got very low energy armor. Anyway, I might end up just going with the plasma sniper. I'd like to see what the Mark III Mag sniper has to offer, but we don't have it unlocked yet anyway. So the other thing here is these Mark III miniguns. So we definitely have a few Mark II Mag miniguns. They only fired 60 shots. The upgrade is back to 80. We're looking at, let's see, 2 more range. The plasma definitely has better DPS, unless you're fighting something with a ton of armor. Like, 220 damage per shot, with 6 shots per reload should way out DPS 80 damage per shot. Unless you're fighting an enemy that has like 200 armor, in which case the antimatter is doing 80 damage every time, and the plasma has to slowly shred all that armor. Snipers are a bit less central to the... A little bit less central, yeah. It depends on the map and my patience. If I'm more patient, I can grenade down a lot of cover and make better sniper shots. I still like having 2 snipers, but I could see the argument to bring it down to 1. I don't know. I'm not. I like to sort of double up most classes. We'll see. I want to build a. I would like to build one of each weapon. One antimatter, one plasma, one mag sniper, and we'll see which ones seem more useful in practice. Because sometimes the stats don't always give you a great picture of what they'll turn into. Anyway, mag miniguns. So we're at plus 20 shots, plus 2 range, plus 1 damage. Ooh. And 4 more armor ignore. So plus 5 damage, sort of. 320 ammo means I can fire 4 total rounds. Same number of total shots as before. It weighs 24, which is a lot. It's a very heavy weapon. I mean, it's better. But you're getting an extra 4 weight for basically just firing 20 bullets at plus 20 bullets per volley. With a little bit more range and not much else. Maybe the question is more, how expensive are they? Because are they worth 12 ballistic cores? That might be a bit of a stretch. That's a lot of ballistic cores for not sure if it's worth it. Because I mean, I was spending 12 energy cores on these plasma cannons or whatever they were, 6 energy cores, whatever. And that was a total waste of cores. And like the mag ones, the miniguns are really, really costly. And we do have antimatter miniguns, which are kind of cheaper in spread. Like, I don't know. I'm not sure yet. We'll probably upgrade some of the mag miniguns eventually, but let's just say it's not a huge priority. I would rather get a Mark III plasma first, stuff like that, and then we'll figure out the Mark III mag miniguns a little bit later. Suffice to say, they're pretty expensive, and I'm not sure they're worth that much. Alright, we're getting some Vivisections out of the way. Like I said, I think every Vivisection gives us more damage to that species. So now we do, I think it's 5% more damage to all Herodens. Nice to get these out of the way. Some C4 for clearing buildings. C4, well, the explosives are just really heavy, and they only blow up on the next turn, so you can't just blow up a building and then shoot the enemy inside of it like you could with a grenade. Besides, as we get better grenades, they'll destroy buildings pretty effectively anyway. Anyway, so lots of materials from Herodans. Let's see. I mean, I should probably look at it, seeing as I built some Mark II cannons. I don't think we're going to build any, but, you know, we should have a look. Oh yeah, and I was going to try out... I would like to throw one of these antimatter pistols on one of our shield guys for science. Some heavy leather gloves with rusted razors and nails. Depends on the species, I suppose. Alright, so as usual, the Mark III weapons do take quite a while to construct. Looks like the C team is kind of ahead of the game in terms of construction. Another officer vivisection. Nothing super special here. Lots of fiber. Some cool Flashman there in the background. I kind of want to show off the knife. We'll just get some of the cheap, easy text out of the way. And yeah, lots of stuff to do here. Wow. I do want to have some shock grenades. Well, the thing is, very soon we'll be able to see the race before we go. So if we know it's an Andron mission, loading up on some shock grenades will be quite useful. So civilian officer, better armor as usual. I don't know. You guys could read all this if you want, but basically all civilians share the same damage profile. So if you've read this once, you basically know what they're weak against. I don't think they changed them up. Thankfully. Oh yeah, let's look at this. I'd like to show you the next tank as well, although I might not be building it for a little while. Because we're still using a tier 1 tank. Let's queue up. Did I never build that? Or did I equip it? We did not equip it. I just never built it. Yeah, it's right there. What's most important? I think maybe having a couple more of those shock charges is more important, honestly. I just want to get as much done before we get our next wave of UFOs here. Shock charges seem to build really fast anyway, so... I think having... Actually, I think I'll probably use the precision sniper rifle first. Like, the shock rifles are pretty good anyway. And I would like to try out this antimatter rifle. Alright, Plasma Cannon Mark III. We'll see. We will see. As far as tech goes... we might build some mag pistols. I don't know. Let's look at the Plasma Cannon. So I have a feeling this is going to be as expensive as the mag minigun. Yeah, 12 energy cores to build this, or to upgrade it. So 12 energy cores plus a tier 1 plasma cannon, which we already spent 12. Why would you spend 24 energy cores on this? What a waste of energy cores. Anyway, let's see if its stats are worth 24 energy cores. That's still 12 Robodogs. Here we go. The Mark III Plasma Cannon. Compared to the Mark II, which I considered garbage, it has 3 more range. It deals 20 more damage per shot. Its area of effect is much larger, 2.5 rather than 1.5. Which I think puts it on par with the old Division Cannon. 2.5. So it does do a very large area of effect. And, let's see. 6 ammo up to bursts of 3. I mean, it's better. But I thought this did, like, the first couple times I used this, it did nothing. Also, we're going from 4 shots down to 3? What? Now, this thing only had 4 ammo capacity, so you weren't ever doing 2 volleys of 4. Like, even though it only cost 45% time units, you were doing 1 shot and 1 reload at best. Technically, with full TU, you could do 2 volleys of 3. So you get 6 instead of 4 at best. But the move and shoot DPS, assuming you're not reloading, you're actually moving first, which is pretty often the case, instead of doing theoretically 120 times 4, which would be 480 damage, you're doing 140 times 3, which is less by a little bit. I don't know. 480 versus 420? 280, yeah, 420. That's not much less, but it's a little bit less. I would say it's better, but... oh, dang it. Sorry. Just tossed my mouse on the floor. Sorry. Professional streamer here. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not going to be investing in this right now. If we get all of the Mark III weapons we want in Phase 2, maybe I will upgrade one just to test it out. But I am not convinced that's going to be worth much. It's just so expensive. Did I finish the other? That was the only tech we finished there, right? Yeah, we're waiting on knives and pistols. Hey, look, it's a knife. It's a better knife. It's sharper. It's only 4 chitin. Oh, yeah, shock rockets. I wanted to get those a long time ago, then I forgot. Better knives. So, the tier 1 knife, these knives are the one-handed weapons you'd want to put primarily on like a shield guy to do, oh yeah, shield guy's like dead here. Poor shield guy's always getting torn up. But yeah, primarily a one-handed weapon that's light and actually, well, comparing to 20 damage was not really enough. I didn't think tier 1 knife did enough damage. 20 ignoring 60 armor isn't that much. And then 35 is almost double, and it does ignore a little bit more armor. It's better. Now, there is one thing I've noticed that's kind of interesting. It has a reaction modifier of 4, which is really, really high. That might be the highest reaction modifier I've ever seen. A pistol has a reaction modifier of 1, I think, traditionally. Well, okay. It depends on the tech. A mag pistol has a reaction modifier of 1.7. The basic ones have a reaction modifier of 2. Maybe plasma's just really bad on reaction. That could be the case as well. I bet you plasma is just bad reaction fire. Interesting. So, anyway, what I was trying to say is, pistols tend to be, like, the best reaction fire at 1, or around 2 anyway. Shotguns, reaction modifier is 2. I think that's pretty standard, kind of tied with, pistols. Well, 1.5 here. So somewhere between 1.5 and 2. Rifles are around 1, typically, if I know my stuff at all. I'm sure it depends on the weapon tech exactly, but 1 is... basically, if I understand the way it works, you have something like a reflex % chance of taking a shot every time an alien takes an action, and there's some math involved. So the more reflexes you have, the better your chance of taking your shot if you have the time units. It's also based on how many time units you have total, so as you have lower time units, the percentage also goes down. Like, it's complicated math, formula stuff. But the modifier on the gun, I believe, is just a straight, like, multiplier on your reflex stat, as far as how it works in combat. So typically, 1 or 2 is kind of what we're looking at. Sniper rifles are going to be like 0.5, probably. 0.8 for that one. 0.5 for this one. I think, like, typically, sniper rifles have a reduction in reactions. Heavy weapons are even lower, like 0.5. Hopefully... hopefully things like flamethrowers and rockets have a 0 modifier, so your reflexes are 0. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is, if somebody walks adjacent to someone with a knife, and you've got time units, and it doesn't cost very many time units to stab, it's pretty likely you'll take a stab at them. Like, 4 times reaction modifier is kind of crazy. So that's a secret use of them. But what are you talking about? Xenomorphs? If you knife them to death in melee, they're going to explode. You're going to take more damage probably from that. I guess knifing a Reaper might work. Maybe a Robodog. Too much screaming. Goodbye. So anyway, that's your knife. I still don't think I like it as much as the axe that does tons of damage. But, you know. Anyway. Enough messing around. Let's keep going. I said my piece. Knives are neat, but I don't know how to use them right now. For now, let's just make sniper rifles. I know how to use sniper rifles most of the time. I guess we're gonna have to end this episode for the future tubers pretty soon. They already made their sniper rifle. Now they can make rifle. So we'll definitely want to make our, oh, never mind. I lied. I got base A and 2. A and B, 1 and 2, I got them mixed up. Oh no. Oh no, we've used too many energy cores. I thought I had enough for all this stuff. Whoops. Well, I want to build it. I can't actually even queue it up. We only need 1 more core, so I'm sure we've got the stuff available. It's just going to take more micro, basically. But, you know, this is fine. This is definitely a good argument not to build plasma cannons. Hey, look, it's a scimitar. This is cool. So this is our first tier 2 vehicle. And it's going to be comparable to the Defender. It's a mid-class rather than light or heavy. So it's medium grade. So it does get a lot of hit points. Almost double the Defender. Although not as much as a siege tank. And TUs are probably going to be a little bit better than the previous tier. Or similar, anyway. A little bit more accuracy. You know, it's basically a scimitar that's better. It does have quite a lot of armor. Like, more than double a Defender. And, let's see. 90, 65, 35. Obsoletes any Defenders. Or, like, Hunters at that point. Hunters are more for scouting anyway. TU cost. More than, survivability. But they get shot to pieces too easily now. But, Defenders would upgrade to scimitars for sure. Now, even though the siege tank is the heavy, the scimitar is still better, probably, than a siege tank. Although it has less hit points, it does get more time units, so it can move further. It has better accuracy by a little bit. Oops. Where did I click there? And if you actually look at its defenses, the siege tank, 70, 40, 50, 30 versus 90, 65, 35, 35. The only thing the siege tank wins on is fire, and these guys still don't take very much fire damage anyway. And usually they're getting shot by kinetic or energy. And the siege tank actually only has 40 energy armor. So this actually is much more survivable against those, even though it has a little bit less HP. Kinetic will do a lot less, and energy will do a lot less as well. So we're probably going to be wanting to upgrade to them. Even though the siege tanks are pretty good. For now, let's keep researching, though. I guess we'll research the other vehicle just to show it off. Change is bad. Yeah, I know. How expensive are these things? For one thing, we need the engineers to be free. Scimitars, 24 alloys, 240 dense fiber. And a little bit of aluminium. So we might not even be able to build any just yet anyway, hardly. We don't have the dense fiber. Well, we could build one. We need to disassemble some more alien vehicles. Discarding the Cat Tankilo? Oh, I don't know about Cat Tankilo. He'll probably survive. Shock Rock! I mean, it probably does what you'd expect. The shock rocket will probably fire shock damage at a long range. And it might be something we want our Rocketeers to use, actually. I don't know. Because the shock explosive was pretty effective the one time I used it. Oh, yeah, we're going to probably want to at some point, we're going to want to upgrade our aircraft weapons, too. There's so many things to do. Let's just look at the stats on the shock rocket. We better end the Future Tubers episode here. We're already over an hour long. But the new rocket tech. Shock rocket. On hit, 160 stun, 200 EMP. It also leaves the blue goo that does 70 stun and 400 EMP. So if you know you're up against Androns, probably worth it. I think maybe it's just the shock grenades that failed me. Only doing 80 stun damage. I think I need to try more, because like the other shock weapons, the rifles and shotguns have been very effective. Maybe I should have tested more the advanced. I think the reason I didn't like using them is they cost a fair amount of resources. So I don't think they'll ever be like my primary rocket. But we also don't use rockets all that often anyway. So I should probably have a few of them, and then we can test them out a little bit more. Because they look... I don't know, but they might not be destructive either. So if they don't destroy corpses, this is a nice way to capture aliens, or, you know, capture biologicals and safely destroy robots rather than destroying all the weapons on them, which, you know, we still need the weapons to make energy cores, clearly. Alright, anyway, Future Tubers, we need to put a break here. First episode today didn't go quite the way I was expecting. That medium mission went a little bit wonky, but we'll take a break here. Next time, we'll finish up our research phase, and I'm sure there'll be another wave of UFOs shortly, and we'll figure out what the next missions are. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. Look forward to more Tier 2 tech, and I will see you next time. I actually really want a terror mission, so you guys vote for terror missions for the UFOs. The aliens need to send them. Not that I think we'll survive terribly well, but we need the tech. See you guys next time. Hope you've enjoyed, and have a great day.